Hello beautiful people, welcome back to yet another video on the channel. Today we're going to talk about colors in your street photos. A lot of us, when we are shooting on the street, we generally don't shoot for the colors. We are shooting mostly for the action, we are shooting mostly for the people, light, shadows and all the other factors that happens in your scene. Over the years, I've realized color act as one of the most important factor when it comes to making those images. Today we talk about how color can change the emotional depth of your image. Over many years of doing photography, what I've realized, I can learn technicality to only certain extent. To see new things, I have to consider the other factors also in my images, like colors. How a color puts a different matrix in our image. Warm, cool. There are so many things to explain about colors while taking a street image. But what I really want to focus is on these 4 points today that can help you to understand color and also the application of color in your images into a really better manner. Here are the 4 following parts of the video. First one is color harmony and color contrast. Second is how we use color in order to add mood or emotion in our images. Third is color versus black and white, one of the most debated photography topics ever. And then fourth one is how do we isolate one color into these busy streets, because India is not easy. There's so many things going on in front of you. You always get bewildered in order to check what's going on here. I mean, I'm not saying that these are everything, but these are just the basics to start when you get a little bit confused about the colors in your images. Let's talk about color harmony and color contrast. I think people just a little overcomplicate it. Color harmony is when two colors or multiple colors are staying together in a frame in order to do something. And color contrast is when multiple colors or two colors are fighting in your frame for their own space. They both are right. They are just practices at different time. For me, like, I love when a blue and yellow comes together or a blue and orange comes together. When I have harsh light on different colors and I'm trying to decide which color I need to include and which one I need to exclude. Okay, so here's the harmony part. I can see the blue and then the yellow up there, and they both are doing something for my photo. And I can see this driver, and this whole scene is very complicated. What I'm gonna do is just photograph him because I have a little bit of light on him and harmony of the frame. This is a very basic frame, but as I missed that uncle, he had the orange scarf and he was just moving in front of this blue van, which could have been really cool. But anyways, so you look for these two colors doing something for your frame and then you try to just work around it. I've been walking around here and I see these stairs, and that has a light up here, and then this is also divided into two different parts. So if I can just wait long enough and wait for someone to come and do something, I can get a really cool contrast of colors here. So the second point that I have is how do we use color in order to bring out the emotion or a feel of our images. I abruptly interrupted a kitchen scene here where all these people are cooking for their breakfast, or I should just say brunch, because these people don't get a lot of time for lunch. So they would do a breakfast plus lunch at around like 10 or 10:30 a.m. So what I want to say is there's only two sort of mood that you have in your image. One is warm and the another one is cold tones. Generally, when you have warm tones in your photo, that represents some sort of action, that represents some sort of feeling that you have in scenario. So here what I'm going to do is photograph these guys cooking. Because it's morning and the light is a little bit golden, it will bring out the joy that they have in the morning, the fresh energy that they have. This feeling of joy is getting translated by only this warm light that is falling on this area where they are cooking. I'm just being a part of this scene and trying to do something out here. You see that golden light with the fire here, colors just playing with the emotion that I want to convey in my photo. This is only literally 3 to 4 steps away from that scene, and now I come back to the cool colors. Now I come back to the blue of your photo. Generally, the cool colors explain the environment of a place. So now if our cameraman pans around this area, because of some sort of smoke which is coming from all the cooking that is happening in this building, the whole environment looks blue. And if I make a picture of someone here doing something and get the blues of the environment, then that will translate where this place is and why it is blue, because of the cooking that is happening. So the color, the blue tone, is giving you a sense of environment and sense of this place. I also want to touch down one of the most underappreciated factors about color in your street photography. Colors also affect the physiological changes in our body, because if I see this red and orange, I get more stimulated than this blue, because red and orange generally increases your heartbeat, it increases the tension, it just increases the curiosity for the frame. But the blue will settle and calm me in order to just see and absorb what's going on in my image. I try to play with all these colors in order to increase the emotional depth in my images. This tuk-tuks come in which has green and yellow. So now I have so many colors in my image. It's a very plain and simple scene right now, but if I wait long enough, I can produce something up here. So all you need to do is find out these starting points for your color harmony or contrast theory, and then just work around it. Also, contrast is working really nice because I've got my primary colors into beautiful light, and then the contrasty colors are a little bit shaded or have a little bit of less light. So that also creates a nice tension in my image. Third point that I have is the real discussion, and it's a discussion that most photographers are furious about. That is choosing color or black and white. As far as I know, most of the photographers have a default setting. They either go for color or they go for black and white. For me, that default is color. I don't think that I shoot black and white ever. I would love to, given the opportunities, but I think for me, because I live in India and I live in this beautiful city of Kolkata, I think I'm pretty much blessed with every color that a photographer can dream of. It became a default setting in me that I only shoot color. Whereas black and white, people think of it as a filter, or like I will just desaturate all the colors or remove all the colors and it becomes a black and white. No, I don't think it works like that. I feel doing black and white is a choice where you purposely remove the color as your information from the photos so that you can put more focus of your audience on the black and white part of your images or the action that is going on in between. One of my photographer friends taught me that when you do black and white photography, you don't have a space to hide yourself. You don't have a space to hide your feelings or anything. It needs to be on spot. It needs to be as accurate as possible. So now the question is, where do you do color and where do you do black and white? And all comes down to finding your own style. What speaks to you most? For me, color speaks me to the most, but I also have certain places where I do black and white. Like if I have a nice light somewhere where there's a good play of shadow and highlight, I would try to do black and white images. Sometimes if I'm shooting in a place which is really old or has a lot of history, I will try to go for black and white. Sometimes if I'm taking a portrait of someone who's really old and have had an amazing life, I would try to go for black and white. A reason I picked this place because I see the highlights and shadows up here, and I thought this could be a really nice place in order to do some monochromatic photography. The action's up there, and we will try to go there and see if I can play a little bit with the light and shadow to create a black and white image that can speak to you. So what's happening here, because I'm shooting against the light and there's so many people up here, light's falling on their skin and people are just doing their work. So this could look really cool in black and white, and I'm just waiting for that guy to do a little bit of the action. I have this nice highlight on his hands and I'm just waiting for the other people to pop into my image. because it's quite dark, so that will look really nice in black and white. And there's a little bit of smoke also coming from the shop inside. I'm shooting against the light and there is not a lot of colors for me, and then making it photo that has a lot of environment into it. I'll try to edit it in black and white and see what I can produce. Let me try to change my angle and see it with a different perspective and different light. Just by changing the angle, I got so much more color in the image. This is the difference between doing color and black and white. This is a place where I can just explain you about the color and black and white both in one frame. I was shooting into the light for black and white, and I'm shooting against the light for colors. Again, this place has really nice contrast of the light with the highlights and shadows. So what I'm trying to do is get a little bit of action so that I can build a black and white image. Just because of the light, I'm being able to do the black and white. The importance of color is not heavy here, and I'm making the choice of shooting it into the black and white. The whole scene is super busy. The light falling on that uncle up there is just amazing, and I'm just trying to fill my frame with that. This is also the fun part of shooting in India. You always get offered something to eat. I was just shooting and I think it's their tea time, so everybody was getting a tea, and the uncle who owns the shop offered something for all of us, and it's pretty amazing. I stumbled upon this location, and as you might see that I'm in the silhouette, and these are the places when I have a light coming from the window or there's much highlight in the backdrop and you can get silhouette of someone. I try to take these photos and convert into black and white because this doesn't have a lot of color, so I don't have a lot of extra element to play around. My photo is getting determined by the environment that I'm shooting in, so because of the light and shadow and highlights, I will just try to do a black and white photo up here. I'm just waiting for someone to come pick these up or put something up here, and then I can make a photo. So here we are at the fourth and the final part of the video, which is finding one color and isolating it in your images on a really busy street. Probably the people who have traveled to India, India has so many things going on in the street, whether it's about action, it's about colors or movement, anything that you want in a photo, it's all available here, but in abundance, but in too much quantity. There is sometimes it's annoyingly noisy, but also noisy in colors. So what I try to do is I try to slow myself down and I try to observe the scene. That's one part of it. Let's say I'm trying to go to a new place and I don't know color or what should I focus on. I would read a little bit about it and then I will try to find the most important color of that place. For Kolkata, that color is yellow. And for yellow, those things just gets translated really beautifully in these yellow taxis that we have on the street. They're not going to be here for a long time, but I try to make the most out of it by the time they're here. As I have already figured out that I want to focus on the color yellow here, so I will look for the things that are yellow around this place. So yellow taxis, the buses also have a little bit of the yellow colors. The point or the caution that I will have is I should not have too many colors in my image for this particular exercise. And yeah, let's see what I can bring. I can see a taxi coming up, and then I also have the signboard here that just represents the place. Yeah, I'm trying to build something with that. I was just trying to get a foreground with the silhouette, and then the yellow taxi was in the light. That was pretty cool, explaining both the shadow and the highlight part of the image. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and we are super grateful for all the love and support that we have got from last probably 1 year. It's really hot right now in Kolkata, but these two boys are performing really well. They are coming out here with the camera, shooting for 3-4 hours. I'm just an actor performing in front of them, but the real credit goes to them, and we are again really grateful for all the opportunities that we get. So once again, thank you so much, and see you in the next one.